Hi guys, this is Miss Leslie from the Paul Sawyer Public Library. Thanks so much for joining me today. And in today's library lab, we are going to make edible slime. That's right, all edible. We are going to make edible chocolate slime because chocolate is one of my favorite ingredients. And actually, this recipe can either be slime or Play-Doh, depending on how much cornstarch you add. Now, this slime recipe is, like I said, completely edible and only 3 ingredients. And like I tell you guys every time we meet, all the instructions, all the ingredients, all the materials will be posted with this video, so no worries. So I've already done a little prep work because you know me, I like to get it all started before we get going. And as I tell you every time we meet, I like to have everything right here in front of me so I don't have to go scrambling in the pantry. So for this edible slime / Play-Doh recipe, all you need is 3 ingredients. A 10-ounce package of jumbo marshmallows. Now, if you don't have jumbo marshmallows, you can still use regular marshmallows. Just kind of eyeball it, no worries. You don't have to have jumbo. Jumbo just seems to work the best. But a 10-ounce package of jumbo marshmallows, a box of chocolate instant pudding. Now this is a 3.9-ounce box. Now if you don't like chocolate, you can always substitute it for something else. You can do butterscotch, whatever flavor you like. Chocolate just happens to be my favorite. And some cornstarch. And this is just what I have here at home. But if you don't have cornstarch, you can also use powdered sugar too. Cornstarch seems to work a little bit better, especially when you're kind of maneuvering the Play-Doh or the slime, excuse me, on your hands. But in a pinch, you can always use powdered sugar. So what I've already done, I have a microwave safe bowl here, and I put my package of marshmallows, my 10-ounce package of marshmallows, in my bowl. And like I tell you guys every time we meet, anytime you're in the kitchen doing science experiments, always have an adult present, especially when you're around the stove or the microwave, anything that we can get hurt on. So I've got my microwave safe bowl and I'm going to melt my marshmallows or heat my marshmallows. I've already done that, and marshmallows can burn pretty easily, so I did it at 30-second intervals. So I put them in my microwave safe bowl, and as you can see, it's not hot to the touch, so I don't have pot holders. But when I took it out, it was extremely hot, so I always made sure I had pot holders handy. But I put it in there for 30-second intervals. I put it in there for 30 seconds. Once the 30 seconds was done, I stirred, and then I put it in there for another 30. So about a minute total. But if you break it up like that, it reduces the risk of burning your marshmallows. And nobody wants burnt marshmallows. And then I've already added my 3.9-ounce box of chocolate pudding. And I've already got it stirred up at least to the point. And as you can see, it is already starting to look like slime. Because marshmallows, when they're melted, or marshmallow cream, kind of has that slime consistency. Now, I will tell you that this is a very sticky recipe, so make sure you have lots of paper towels and cornstarch and all that on hand. And what I've done to the side over here, I've lined a rectangular baking sheet with some parchment paper, put some cornstarch down on the bottom, and that's where I'm going to do my work. And then I'll cornstarch my hands too, because our best tools for getting this slime where we want it, or the Play-Doh, whichever you make it, is using our hands. And you kind of have to eyeball the cornstarch. There's no right measure here. It's just when you want, with your slime in particular, you want it where it's not sticky, but still like you can pull it apart. And with Play-Doh, you want it a little bit stiffer. So you can kind of eyeball. And we've all made a ton of slime recipes, but this one, with it being marshmallows, makes it a little bit trickier. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch bowls, because what I've done is I've already done a little prep work ahead of time. I put some cornstarch in a batch that I've kind of already pre-made. And as you can see, let me get it out here. I've done a little work ahead of time, and I have made it where it's a little bit more pliable and doesn't stick to my hands. And I'm going to show you. See, I've got it right here with the cornstarch. It's still sticking to me some and still got that slime feel, but it's enough where I can get it out of the bowl and bring it over here to my workstation. And then I'm just going to kind of maneuver it a little bit. I want the sticky to be out of it because I don't want it to stick to my hands, but I still want it that slime consistency. And it's really just a matter of kind of eyeballing it and feeling it in your hands, because you might use a little more cornstarch or you might use a little less. And like I said, if you don't have cornstarch, you can always use powdered sugar. Not a problem. All right, so as you can see, it's still kind of sticking to me as I'm doing it. I'll get a little bit more cornstarch. I'm kneading it over here. And then once I get it to a point where I can show it to you. So I've kind of got it in a nice little ball here. And as you can see, it is still slime consistency here, but I can at least maneuver it. So what you'll do is just make sure that it's got all the sticky out once you're rolling it around, but that it's still slime consistency. And once you've got it where you like it, you can leave it as slime, or you can add a little bit more cornstarch like I've done with this other batch, and I'll show you it. And you can make it Play-Doh. So this is really slime or Play-Doh. And see how this one is? This one's a little bit firmer ball. Doesn't stretch like the other one, but all edible, which is completely cool. So you can do this really either way. You can make it chocolate slime or chocolate Play-Doh, however you like it. But it's just 3 simple ingredients: your pudding, your marshmallows, and your cornstarch. And like I said, if chocolate's not your thing, you can change that whatever you want. But this is just a really cool science experiment that you can do at home with your families. So I hope you guys enjoyed our library lab today. And if you make your chocolate slime, or if you change it and make butterscotch slime, as always, we love to see how creative you are. So please let us know how it goes. But thank you guys so much for joining me for library lab today, and have a great day.